Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark, here with Lisa. We've got something exciting for you today.
Hi all! Today we're diving into the 2026 Hyundai Palisade, a three-row SUV that's been completely redesigned. Is it still a family favorite or something even more?
Is the 2026 Hyundai Palisade a good vehicle? Design and build quality. Let's kick things off with what's new in the 2026 Palisade. It's been redesigned from the ground up, and not just cosmetically. The wheelbase has grown by 2.7 inches compared to the previous generation, which substantially improves interior space.
That extra length translates into better legroom in both the second and third rows. Outside, the Palisade's new front fascia, updated LED lighting, and sculpted bodywork give it a more premium and confident stance. Hyundai's own brochure confirms that the hybrid version gets smart aerodynamic tweaks to improve efficiency.
Underneath, structural upgrades help too. The redesign isn't just about looking good, it's about making a more solid, refined SUV.
Powertrain and performance. What's interesting for 2026 is that the Palisade comes with two powertrain options, a V6 and a new hybrid. The gas engine is a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 that produces 287 HP and 260 pound-feet of torque. The hybrid uses a 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder plus electric motors, and combined they make 339 HP and 339 pound-feet of torque.
The performance gap is real. Testing measured the hybrid 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.6 seconds, while the V6 is noticeably slower than older models. One test saw 8+ seconds, partly because the new Palisade is heavier.
On the hybrid, real-world fuel economy testing showed a highway value of 28 mpg at 75 miles per hour, though the official ratings for some trims are higher. For example, up to 33 city, 35 highway for FWD.
That's pretty efficient for a big three-row SUV. The hybrid 6-speed automatic transmission handles the power well, and the torque delivery feels strong.
Ride and driving experience. Thanks to the redesign, ride comfort has improved significantly. The new suspension setup, struts up front, multi-link rear, helps absorb bumps, giving a composed, serene ride.
The hybrid is quieter at low speeds thanks to electric assistance, but when pushed, the turbo four-cylinder kicks in with a little more sound. You feel the extra power, but it's not overly loud.
On the V6 model, acceleration feels leisurely, especially under full load or when passing. That's something to keep in mind if you often carry family or cargo.
Interior and comfort. One of the highlights in the 2026 Palisade is how premium the cabin feels now. The materials are upscale with expert craftsmanship and more features than many rivals.
Hyundai did a great job on packaging. Both second and third row passengers get more room. Depending on trim, you can get 7 or 8-seater layouts.
For technology, every Palisade gets a curved 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen. You also get wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a wireless phone charger, and over-the-air updates.
Higher trims bring even more. Power folding third-row seats, heated and ventilated second-row captain's chairs, a digital rear-view mirror, and a 2-camera event data recorder.
Safety and driver assist features. Hyundai's SmartSense is standard on 2026 Palisade, and it's quite comprehensive. Among the features, forward collision avoidance assist, blind spot collision avoidance assist, lane following assist, navigation-based smart cruise control, safe exit assist, reverse parking collision avoidance.
There's also a new rear occupant alert. A camera mounted in the headliner watches the back seat in case someone's left behind. So besides the usual radar and camera-based safety, Hyundai is making real strides to protect passengers in all rows.
Practicality and utility. Cargo-wise, the Palisade is solid. While the third-row cargo space isn't huge, there's enough for day-to-day family needs. Cargo capacity remains competitive.
Towing is respectable too.
For the V6 versions, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. The hybrid trims tow less, around 4,000 pounds.
The increased wheelbase not only gives interior space, but also helps with stability when loaded.
Reliability and warranty. On the ownership front, the 2026 Palisade has favorable cost-to-drive numbers and comes with Hyundai's strong warranty package: 5 years, 60,000 miles basic, and 10 years, 100,000 miles powertrain.
That's a big plus, especially if you're planning to keep the vehicle long-term. The hybrid's additional complexity is somewhat offset by Hyundai's confidence in its long-term durability.
Value for the level of luxury. One thing that surprised many reviewers is how cheap the 2026 Palisade feels, in a good way. By cheap, they mean the price is very reasonable relative to how well equipped it is.
The interior feels significantly more premium than before. Nice materials, thoughtful layout, and tech that competes with more expensive SUVs.
And even with all the upgrades, the Palisade retains the practicality and space that made its predecessor a family favorite.
Summary: is it good? Yes, the 2026 Palisade is very good. The hybrid gives real performance and efficiency gains. The V6 is competent, though not fast. The ride is comfortable, and the interior is much improved.
It's obvious Hyundai put a lot of effort into refining both form and function. For a three-row SUV, it's got strong appeal, modern tech, safety, space, and versatility, all wrapped in a package that feels more upscale.
Is the 2026 Hyundai Palisade worth buying? Pricing and trim options.
Let's talk money. The base SE trim gas starts at $39,435, and with AWD, it goes up a bit.
On the other hand, hybrid trims begin higher. For example, the hybrid Blue SEL starts around $44,160. Top-tier hybrid calligraphy AWD goes towards the $58,780 mark.
Reviewers also praise the value. With how much is standard, the Palisade offers tremendous value, especially compared to rivals.
Who is it for? Target buyers. So, who should seriously consider the 2026 Palisade? Families. With 3 rows, lots of space, and strong comfort upgrades, it's perfect for daily life plus road trips. Value seekers. If you want lots of features without paying luxury SUV prices. Hybrid-minded buyers. Those who care about fuel efficiency but still want size, power, and reliability. Towing or utility users. If you occasionally tow or need to carry gear, the Palisade delivers.
Conversely, if you only drive in the city or rarely need third-row space, a smaller crossover might be more efficient. And if you want a performance SUV, the Palisade V6 isn't going to blow your hair back.
Fuel economy and running costs. With the hybrid model, real-world fuel economy is a major plus. 28 mpg on highway is very solid for this type of SUV.
Even though the hybrid costs more up front, the savings at the pump could make a big difference over time, especially for higher mileage drivers or families doing a lot of highway driving.
On the V6, fuel economy is lower. Combined MPG of 21 for some trims. Running costs will be higher, especially for long trips or frequent city driving.
Comparison with rivals. Let's compare with other big 3-row SUVs. The Palisade competes with the likes of Kia Telluride, Toyota Highlander, and Ford Explorer, among others.
Against the Telluride, Palisade now offers a more premium feel, more technology, and a hybrid option, though it might cost a bit more. Compared to the Highlander, the Palisade is larger and more spacious, especially for families that need a roomy third row. Versus the Explorer, Palisade's ride quality, materials, and value for money are very competitive. The Palisade ranks high among mid-size 3-row SUVs for overall comfort, roominess, and feature content. For many buyers, these strengths outweigh some of the performance compromises of the V6.
Reliability and ownership considerations. Hyundai's warranty is a big asset. 5 years, 60,000 miles basic, and 10 years, 100,000 miles powertrain. That gives confidence for long-term ownership.
Maintenance costs and reliability metrics are favorable. While hybrids are more complex, Hyundai has experience with hybrid powertrains, and buyer feedback is reasonably positive.
There are some minor trade-offs. The hybrid battery adds weight, which may slightly affect handling or cargo space. Also, parts for hybrid systems can be more expensive, though warranty helps mitigate that risk.
Drawbacks and things to watch out for. No car is perfect, so here are some of Palisade's potential downsides. The V6 acceleration is less enthusiastic than before. It's slower than prior gen. Some of the ADAS or driver assist systems feel imprecise or overly sensitive. Third-row access can still be cumbersome. Entry and exit is not as smooth.
Also, the starting price is up. The base Palisade SE now starts above $40,000, which is higher than some older Palisade models.
So, is the 2026 Palisade worth buying? In our view, yes, especially for a large family, hybrid-focused buyer, or someone who prioritizes comfort, tech, and long-term value over raw speed.
If you want a roomy, safe, and modern 3-row SUV that doesn't feel cheap,